Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be comparing the Bachmann K4 to the MTH K4 to the BLI K4. These aren't the newest ones. This is like an older Spectrum Bachmann K4. This is the Protosound 2 MTH K4, and this is the QSI Broadway Limited K4. So let's get into the video. Okay, so let's go over some of the details. I don't really know what people want me to say, so I'm just going to show you the details and you can judge for it for yourself. Now this is just my opinion, but I would say the Broadway Limited one, even if it didn't have the weathering, I would say it looks the best. And then I would say these ones are the MTH and the Bachmann are pretty close, but I think the MTH one still looks quite a bit better. Just the way it just looks nicer. So yeah. So I thought I would add this. So just a couple things that annoy me with each engine or I think are great. So the Bachmann K4, I don't like the way it connects. Like there's nothing wrong with the connector. It's just annoying because you have to unscrew it to get it in the box. You can't really see it. But there's the little connector in there. It's just annoying to get it out if you ever want to put it in the box or if you need to detach the tender for some reason. But other than that, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's really easy to get the shell off. It is one screw, the whole thing just comes up. So that's the only real complaint I have about the Bachmann K4. So this is the MTH K4, and if you've first seen the plot of an MTH K4, you know that's not supposed to be there. The drawbar like immediately broke once we got it. So we 3D printed a new one, and we just used wires and tape them there so it would hold because the board wasn't working quite right, and that works good. The smoke unit fan went out, but I'm not going to really blame this on the engine because when we bought it, the smoke unit was untested, is the only thing untested on it, and there's something wrong with it, so I'm not going to blame that on the engine, but I will blame this drawbar issue on the engine. And this is the Broadway Limited engine. I don't really have a complaint for it. I would definitely say this has the best drawbar since it didn't break and you don't have to unscrew it. The only thing that I can really find that I would say is annoying is that it's quite easy to unpop it when you're moving it around, which is nice, and it's never going to come out when you're running it. It's like the only thing that I can think of. But other than that, I would say this has the least problems out of the three, and the other ones don't really have problems. So yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go into the pulling part of this test. Okay, so this is going to be the pull test. So I just put the front wheels on the edge of the cork right there, and basically we'll just see how many cars it can make it up. The engine will just have to be able to get to this switch up here. I don't have any pull tester, so this is what I have to do. It's a 3% hill for most of it, and then in the middle there is one 4% hill, so it should be quite the challenge for them. And if they can get up this, they can get up anything basically that you'll be able to throw at it. So let's get to the pulling. Okay, so it looks like definitely this Bachmann K4 can pull technically 4 cars up this hill. I'm sure I could probably squeeze in like a box car or two, but it cannot pull 5 passenger cars. And if you don't agree with me, I will upload the video of it trying to pull 5 passenger cars up this hill. So let's get on to the MTH K4 now. Okay, and now the MTH K4. Same amount of cars just to see if it can pull more, since I think they're roughly the same amount of pulling power between MTH and Bachmann. You gotta be joking me. Depression. I also don't know if we can pull 2 cars. BLI K4, 8 passenger cars. Can it do it? That's unfortunate. And round 2, 7 cars instead of 8. It's cruising. And it did. Okay, probably would have worked better if I didn't like slow down a bunch, because I thought I was gonna pull it a lot easier. But yeah, it'll make it to the switch. Yay, 7 cars. Okay, functions. This is the Broadway Limited K4. And there's no other functions. There's just idle sounds, light, and what I just showed. Okay, so we will go over most of the functions on the MTH K4. So F3 starts it up, and F13 does a longer startup, F14 does the long shutdown. I'll do the long shutdown.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
This is a train wreck.
Need some help over here. Ow. Somebody help me.
And it shuts off because it's a train wreck. Okay, I would just like to say a couple things. That my sound test of this was not great. I don't have a book currently with me telling me the functions, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I can't like check it. You don't just have like 4 phones. I can do this. Okay, I only need 2, but still. So I couldn't really check them, and most of these functions involve you moving the engine, and they don't really do anything if you're just sat there. So if you just hear long blanks, that's just because there's no functions that require you to be stopped, or you can do while stopped, like labor chuff or things like that. So yeah. Okay, so this is like the end portion of the video. So I'm gonna rank everything to a point system. So for details, this one lost the Bachmann one, so it gets 1 point, 2 points, the MTH, 3 points for the BLI, and then pulling power, 1 point for MTH, 2 points for Bachmann, and 3 points for Broadway. So now Broadway has 6 points, the rest have 3. So sounds and extra features, I'm gonna have to give obviously all 3 to the MTH for the amount of sounds you get, plus the smoke, which I can't show, so I will put in a video of someone else, of another MTH engine with smoke. Okay, so this is gonna get 3 for that, so this puts it up, and this will get 2, and this gets nothing, obviously, because it has no sound, no smoke, no happiness, just DC-ness. Okay, so their grand total of points will be this boy, and we'll start with the lowest. So Bachmann only getting 4 points on this test, which is sad. MTH getting 6 points overall, and Broadway Limited getting 8 points overall. So I don't know how you want to judge that. Let's judge features, no price, no actually being able to find the engine. I'm looking at UMTH. So price is a pretty big consideration, and this Bachmann engine is going to be the cheapest. But if you want to put sound in there, like we put soundtracks in there, that's like $120 total-ish. So, and this is like, let's say it's like $130-ish engine. That's putting you like $250. Okay, maybe not $250, probably around $200. And it's getting up there to Broadway range. If you can find a good deal maybe on one, and that's getting close, it's kind of close considering how much more power this pulls, but this will have better sound then. And then the MTH, they're kind of hard to find, and they're very expensive. Except for this one, we got it for like $100, and I think it was $80. So if we get the smoke unit fixed, that'll be pretty good for $180, especially now, even with it, because of all the sound it comes with. Okay, so let's get this faster with because it's taking a while. Okay, so if we were to do price, this would get 3 points, and then I would just say these two get 1. To be fair, so technically you could say this gets 6, 7, 9. Could say that. Or you could, so this is good because those are very expensive. So these are good if you need to buy multiple or you just can't afford these ones. These ones are nice because they're better. But really, I don't know, this just doesn't pull very much, the Pro 2s. So, I mean, Broadway, I would say, I would rather get, instead of this MTH one, should just really be these two. And he's nice, but you can't get a Pro 2. I don't know about the Pro 3s, how much better they can pull or not. So, if you can, get these. If not, this is a good one since they can still pull some and they're a lot cheaper. That's why we have 5 of them and 1 of these and 1 of those. So that's about it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, watch this video and like it so it can beat my other comparison video that's at like 168 likes. Not likes, views. Please beat it.